Okay, hello everybody. So to start off, we're going to take the Urban Decay All-Nighter Concealer in light medium, neutral. I love this concealer because it's super matte, it's super full coverage, it's super long wearing. It doesn't bleed or make my eyebrow product move or smudge. And because it dries down so matte, it really creates such a stamped bottom part of the eyebrow. Like you can see, it just creates a lot of definition without really doing a whole lot. Now we're taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer, and we're just going to kind of pat this all over the lid, and we're going to start to bring it up into the eyebrow product and kind of mix the two shades together. Alright, now we are going to take the Morphe X Jeffree Star Artistry palette, taking the shade Mogul. We are going to take that on a Morphe M506, and we are going to start placing this into the crease or outer V area, creating the shape that we want. I kind of go in with a little bit too much product, and I kind of notice that when I'm blending it out because I really set the base. I'm going to blend this shade out though with Pink Fleet, and you will see what I mean when I try to go in with the purple shade from the Juvia Zulu palette. It starts to pick up the shadows. You can kind of see my skin tone underneath. As you can see, it's not wanting to stick. So to fix this, I take my brush with a little bit on the Anastasia primer and start to lightly pack it wherever I notice I put too much eyeshadow and it's too dry. This just creates a wet consistency and allows the shadows to stick, and it makes them even more vibrant and bold. So just going in with that Juvia's Place shadow, and then we're blending out with a clean, fluffy brush just to get a really seamless blend. Alright, now we're going to go into the Anastasia X Alyssa Edwards palette, and we're going to take the shade BBDC. I start packing this on and kind of blending it out, just to add a little bit more depth to the look, but I actually end up wetting the brush with my all-nighter setting spray, just so that way the powder doesn't stick and it creates a super more rich intensity to the look. Now we're going in with the shade Nate from the Jeffree and Morphe palette, and then we're actually going to blend that out with Wake and Bake. Beautiful, stunning. We're just going to keep building up the intensity and just really blending, And then we're going to take a clean brush and blend that out. Oh, sometimes I forget how fucking pretty green eyeshadow is. Now we're actually going to take the shade Blue Monday from the Blue Blood Jeffree Star palette. And then we're going to start to blend out with the shade Blue Blood from the Blue Blood palette. And I'm going to go back and forth between those two shades. And once I get through blending those shades out and getting the intensity that I am looking for, I am going to take the shade Undertaker from the Blue Blood palette. Bitch cannot talk tonight, and I'm actually wetting it so that way it gives me this super intense look I'm going for. So that way when I cut it, it's nice and sharp and I really get that definition. So taking a clean brush and kind of running through all the shades, and then taking some makeup remover on a Q-tip, and I'm cleaning up and starting to carve out where I'm going to lay down my Anastasia eye primer so that way I can get a super cut and clean canvas and my primer doesn't mix with the shadows. Yeah. Now we are taking the Anastasia eye primer in, let's say in the shade. It only comes in one shade, which I think is so fucking stupid. But we are taking it on a MAC 242 pre. All brushes went synthetic and they ruined them forever. Still pressed about it. But yeah, we are just gonna start cleaning and carving out this goddamn crease. This base is actually really fucking dope for this, and I love how it grabs pigments, and I love how it's not as thick as the P. Louise base, but this base is so fucking dope because it dries down matte. It's so good, and it makes your shadows water resistant. I didn't know that until a couple days ago when I was reading about it. But yeah, we're just gonna keep going back and forth, patting, 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 being careful, taking your sweet ass time, being very, very tedious about it, looking from different angles, making sure we're getting it nice and sister snatched. So it's a lot of back and forth and a lot of time-consuming little actions. Now, we are actually going to start taking the shade Inheritance from the Anastasia Riviera palette. And we're going to start packing this on like the first 1/3, 1/4 of the eye. I'm going to say 1/3. I just wanted a really pretty yellowy gold shade. And then we're actually going to start taking the shade Oh, Seychelles? Bitch, I don't know how to say that. Seychelles. It's from the Anastasia Riviera palette as well. But that shade just really wasn't doing it for me, so I dipped back into the Juvia's Place Zulu palette and dipped into that shimmery kind of like teal blue shade. Started packing it on top. Now you see me going in with Jeffree Star Drug Lord and cleaning up and sharpening. Now I'm taking the shade Paradise from the Lime Crime Venus 3 palette. I really just needed a shimmery purple shade. This is the only thing I could think of to kind of merge the purple and the blue together. And then I start going back in with BBDC and I believe a little bit of the purple shade from the Juvia's Place palette. And I take that on my Morphe M507. And I'm just going to blend and kind of make sure I get these shades really cohesive and just really blended and pretty. Then we're taking a MAC. Oh, not yet. We're still going in with Paradise. But we're finna go in with a MAC 239, a little shader brush, and we're going to take the shade Fast Lane from the Jeffree Star Cosmetics palette, and we're going to start adding in a black, and we're really going to get ourselves prepared and smoked the fuck out for our liquid liner. And I'm going to take a clean brush and blend Fast Lane in with all the other shades. And now I'm taking the NYX matte liquid liner, the best liquid liner, for like $7, less than $8. And I'm creating the shape of the liner that I want. And then I'm going to go back in with the 239 and make sure I blend out the edge of the liquid liner so that way everything kind of flows nice and together. Okay, guys, don't hate me, but sis forgot to finish up my under eye on camera, so we're about to jump cut and everything's going to be complete. So I have lashes by Lily Lashes and Mykonos, the foam ink. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until I see you guys next time. Bye!